Hello YouTube. It's been a long time since I made a video. I'm gonna talk about what happened to my one link account and stuff. I think, as I mentioned in my previous video, many of you probably know I got banned because I they made the guns timed, as everybody knows, and it kind of ruined the game. Well, I did a lot to try to prevent it. Like, I started posting on the forums about it. I signed the petition against it. I found their phone number and called them, both North American and European offices. I sent them emails, tried to talk to the people that I could talk to, and nothing happened, of course. But what did happen is they banned me once for posting on the forums, and I sent a ticket saying, you can't ban me for posting, whatever, just freedom of speech. And they unbanned me. And then I kept posting about the update because I'm not going to be intimidated to not post my opinion because they're like, oh, we're going to ban your account if you tell users, how greedy we are. I don't care about that, Well, they banned me again. And I'm like, well, if you're going to be that greedy, with the update, and you're not even going to let us voice our opinions about stuff, then whatever. I posted a hack to get the permanent guns. I didn't post it, but I posted it on the forums, trying to get more people to use it because I don't think it's right to try to scam people into paying $15 for a 30-day gun. It's sort of like, instead of, it's like buying a 2 liter from the store, pouring it into cups, and then selling it for the same price as. Okay, you bought a 2 liter for $2. You buy a 2 liter for $2. You take 10 cups and pour it in the 10 different cups, and spread it out and sell it to people for $3 per cup. It's just wrong to try to scam people to fall for that kind of stuff, I think, because it's just bad, Especially, to me, it's like with the AVA, it doesn't cost them anything to give users a mega capsule gun, a capsule gun. It's just virtual items. It costs money to run the game because of the servers and stuff like that. They have some outgo, but my point is, if you're good with money and you knew what you were doing, all you need to do is get users to spend. So you should be trying to give them good stuff for their money. You wouldn't be trying to give them less for the money to try to get them to spend more. You'd be giving them more for the money. That way they'd be happier and spend more. And as I've stated in my other videos, the area just doesn't get it. So, yeah, they have banned me, got rid of all my accounts. I don't really care. I just made a new one, no problem. I actually support Euro hacking. If any of you guys want, I'll probably have a link in the description. About how to get it. In the future, this won't be working, of course. Anyway, as long as there are time guns, I support Euro hacking. Now let's talk about more interesting stuff. Like, why am I talking kind of weird? I couldn't use DxTory because the area somehow managed to get DxTory to not work with AV, so I have to use the in-game recorder, as you can see down here, which means I have to listen to myself while I talk so that it records my voice. So it's kind of weird to hear myself talk. I was thinking about doing a video, going to the practice channel and showing something specific like crosshair placement or sounding, and going into game and showing a real example of that. But that idea didn't really work out in my head because the idea mainly wanted to do like sounding. I can't really record like 100% of my in-game volume and then record my voice at the same time, because I'm telling you how I'm sounding while I'm playing. I can't sound. My volume in-game will be so loud you won't be able to hear my voice, basically. So it doesn't really work. I might be able to do a video on that in the future, but I have to record it separately, like record the gameplay, then record my voice, and then show each one and mess with it a lot. But for now, I'm just going to do a gameplay like In the Mind of ghosterhax is what I'm going to call this. And I'm just going to go over everything I'm thinking while I'm playing. First off, though, go into the options here. This is new. They got some new layout. First of all, window mode, you should never use window mode in game, but window mode in lobby would, of course, be okay. Field of view, I recommend 90. Up to preference, kind of. Resolution for rifles, you should always be using either 800 by 600 if you can, or 1024 by 768 if you can't, like me, because it just looks too bad. If you're a scope sniper, you can go 720p, 1080p, whatever. scanning rate, leave a basic scanning rate. If you have a 75 hertz or 120 hertz monitor, go to your area games folder on your C drive, go to AVA game, config, and then there's the configuration options file that is different from this because it's like a notepad. Go in there, look for the option for scanning rate, like the hertz, and you can set it to 120 or 75. I have mine set to 120. Gamma, you want to have it above 2.0. That's, yeah, you want to have it around 3. Shader model, if you really have a bad PC, like 40 FPS, leave it on low. If you can get like over 100 FPS, you want to go for the medium one. And you need shadow on use. That way you can see people shadow like that, and then the shadow show even if they're around the corner, on top of a roof above you. You can see the shadow through all the walls and stuff. If you have a good PC and you were wondering what to do about these things, I recommend disable anti-aliasing texture filter max, because as you can see it makes a big difference here in these settings. Crepuscular rays are the things Snow Shovel's known for. You know, they look really cool, blah blah. Don't use bloomer fog, they look like crap. I mean, unless you're like trying to make a trailer of the game. The rest of this, you know, if you can, you want it on high. I kind of mess with it because when you're playing competitively, it does good to be able to have like all the character qualities are on high, as you can see, because then the characters kind of stick out from the walls, and I can tell where people are because they're, you know, high detail. But like weapon texture, it's just a waste of my FPS. I mean, I already get 200 FPS, but it's just a waste. Background detail, I don't really like this because it's just distracting stuff. Background texture, I leave it on high because I really hate when my background's like all blurry. Same with this. Particle detail, I didn't really care about. And I'm not really sure what this does, but sure. I think it just, when you shoot the wall, it makes the impact thing. This stuff right here is all preference. Mostly you wouldn't use this unless you're making like a video. Options, I have my sound on 15 right now because I'm recording and I don't want it to be like overly loud over my voice. But normally you want to have this around the max, of course, as loud as you can deal with. Audio channel, leave at 32. Anything else sucks. System volume, I leave on 0. This is like, you know, the sounds for when you're clicking in the lobby. The thing saying the round starts, like the beeping countdown, and then the guy's voice when the round's over and stuff. I don't want any of that distracting stuff. Music preference, whatever. Reverb, have off. Controls preference. You don't want inverted mouse. You don't want mouse smoothing. I recommend frame stabilization, but it says you need to activate smooth frame rate, which I don't use, so I don't know. You need second cam. I'm not sure why mine wasn't on. You do not use VSync unless you're using that thing to unlock your game's FPS. And those are all my settings. Let's try to get into games here. 1 minute before match starts. Try to get into a room that's 5 people first. What else can we talk about? If you're interested in more like audio, how to sound better, you can look back through my videos and see sound setting tutorial for Realtek stuff. Basically, you can look up what kind of sound card you have in the drivers or your headset, if it's USB or something. You can find drivers for it, and it'll have like an equalizer. And in the equalizer, there'll be like these 4 or 5 bars, maybe up to 8 bars, you know, that you can change. And they're different kinds of sounds, like, you know, low sounds, high sounds, like bass and stuff like that. Well, the AVA footsteps and stuff, in general, they're the higher sounds, like 2K, 4K, 8K, are the bars I turn up. But if they're walking on wood or like, you know, rugs, stuff like that, it's actually something like around, I think it's like 64 or 128 sound channel. You can turn that up. Basically, try to look at what kind of headset you have. You can download the drivers, and you can get oh, I think this guy's AFK. I'm gonna go to a different room. But you can download the drivers and then just mess with the equalizer and practice channel, like have your friend run around you and you can try to tell, you know, what sounds the best, what you need to turn up and down. and I'm not gonna get into a match. So yeah, that didn't work. But anyway, try to get into a match in here. I'm gonna go to European channel, play a game. But you can download the drivers for your sound, and then you just mess with the equalizer. Like one practice, have your friend run in circles around you while you mess with the bar, see which ones turn up and down the footsteps, what they all do. Get it customized to your preference. If you have your headset all set up, and you have like, you know, a decent headset, oh my gosh, it's so weird to hear myself talking. On India, I can stand by the red box, and I'll hear them enter, you know, the room before Spiral, where the rug is, and even I can even hear them before that, like on the stairs from their base going up into the room before Spiral. So if you have good enough sound, you should be able to run, say, 10 footsteps out of spawn, like in the first 5 seconds, and be able to hear, you know, where the enemies are going in general. Like if they're all 5 rushing one, you should be able to hear where they're going instantly. The hard part comes in, of course, if there's like 3 guys going to 1, 2 going mid, or 2 going 2. If they split, you know, it's confusing because there's footsteps from all directions. But usually I can tell, you know, which way they're going most people. And you can do it too. You just gotta figure out the settings that are good for you. Right now, I don't think there's a good room. Oops. So, I'm going to go back to the NA channel, where there's nobody on because it's 4 AM. There's these rooms here, but they're like in the middle, and I don't want to like join a game in the middle. Go back to match here. 50 seconds. Try to find a room that's 5. But sorry, there's gonna be a lot of like lobby, I guess, me talking here. But like I said, go through your settings and stuff. If you have a bad PC, there's not much you can really do. But if you have a good PC, it's important to know, you need shadow and stuff like that. Also, about like mouse smoothing, make sure go to your control panel on Windows, go to your mouse, and then make sure you don't have like mouse smoothing set on there. And you can Google something called XPL or CPL mouse fix, and you can like there's some parts of Windows that automatically do mouse smoothing even if you don't set it to. And well, this game didn't start. I'm gonna go back, try to find a different game. But there's some settings on Windows that automatically make your mouse smooth even if you didn't want it to be, and you know, that'll help get rid of that. I'm really frustrated. There's no room that is what we're looking for. The game's not really dead, it's just like 4 AM, so if you're thinking, well, there's nobody who plays this game, there actually is. Okay, those guys don't seem like hackers. This room should be okay. Terrible map. It'll work for our purposes. We're just going to be talking about, you know, what I'm thinking while I'm playing. So I guess the map doesn't really matter that much. I have my sound down low. By the way, I love this first person spectate. It's a little bit to the left of where they're actually aiming. Like this guy. Wait till he starts scoping at something.
Roger.
Right now,
unable to comply.
It looks like he's aiming to the left of the door. He's actually aiming to the right of it. But other than that, and the fact that it doesn't show the recoil of the gun, I think
Enemy down.
That was a nice shot. Much better than the old spectate we had. Kind of makes you think of Counter-Strike though, because you notice you shoot and it doesn't really show the recoil. Well, actually shows the recoil, just not the spread, I guess. You know what I mean. Oh, I hit the wrong class. This went rifle. That's okay.
Roger.
It's alright. Right now, I'm assuming, I'm just gonna head towards one side or whatever. I don't really know this map. I know that there'll probably be an enemy around this corner. Because, it's the middle of the map. I was bound to run into somebody. I heard a scope shoot on the left, so I'm looking, trying to pick up on where he is. Or if there are any enemies in the site. Guess there's not. Going for the plant. Make sure I spawn his appointment next round.
On my way.
Doesn't seem like there's gonna be around here. I'm just gonna sit in some random corner. No, there's appointment at 1 or 2. The scope was on top, I guess. He just killed somebody. Gotta watch both these entrances. This spot I think might be kind of nice because I can watch all the entrances into the site and not have to worry about getting flanked or anything. Without sound, it's really hard to tell, where they're gonna be coming from. But I'm assuming this entrance. Because he killed a guy on top, so... Oh, no, I heard him on the left. Oh, really bad. But, we should win. Sorry. No? 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 No, yes. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, they're asking how did I miss? I made him 1 HP, dude. It's alright. Anyway, I don't like rifling, that's why I go point min.
It's the enemy.
There's teammates in the way. Also, it's EU server, so a lot of my shots aren't registering. On any server, I probably would have had that kill. Not really Whoa, that flash. I don't know this map, and that was a fucking pro flash grenade. But, yeah, EU server. I always play an A. Match finals at A. Not used to playing EU. That's a good excuse, right? And I figured that guy was there. Saw my teammate get into a gun battle earlier. On my corners here. I want to peek right there over that because I thought I had more cover, but I jumped, kind of got myself killed there. Wasn't a good decision. I'm getting called a hacker now. Probably because of my name. Thought it was a pretty pro idea. Try to spectate somebody interesting here. This guy seems nice. There's Roswell. But like, you saw that guy hack easier than me. He might be a noob or whatever. But a lot of people do this even high ranks, even people that you might think are good at the game.
Unable to comply.
The reasoning is, a good player, I'm not gonna say I'm a great player or anything or brag, but as you can tell, earlier I didn't really see that guy. I didn't hear that guy. I had no idea that guy was in the corner. So how in the world did I kill him? How? Well, this guy's really good. I just saw that, by the way. But anyway, how did I kill that guy that I killed? Wow, is he? Nah, he's not hacking. He's just good. But, how did I kill the guy earlier, right? How did I kill Iket? What made him think I was hacking? The thing is, like, you saw how I turned the corner and I was looking right at him, but I didn't hear him, I didn't see him. How do I do it? It's something called slicing the pie, or crosshair placement. Like, right now, when you walk around the map, I'll show you when I'm alive, but you're not going to walk around the map with your crosshair just anywhere in the sky or whatever, and then when you see an enemy, you're going to try to snap to him. What you do is, you have your crosshair on the corner, you're turning. This might seem like common sense, but it's something a lot of new players don't even think about. So if I'm turning this corner, I'm not going to turn the corner to my crosshair in the middle of nothing. That way, if the enemy is in the corner, I have to go like that. I'm going to turn the corner with my crosshair where he could be, I'm going to turn this corner with my crosshair where I think they are. So I'm never going to have my crosshair where it's impossible for an enemy to be like this. I'm going to have it always, where there could be an enemy. And then when I run up here, I clear this, I clear it. You understand? So it's impossible for an enemy to slip by. That's how it's easy for me to kill people like that. It's so easy, just dropped. And that's how, it can take you from being a bad player being a good player if you're new. and if you're pretty good at the game you've been playing, but you haven't been thinking about this concept, you've been doing it somewhat unconsciously. If you can start thinking about applying it and improve on it, it'll take you to being, an even better player. Take you to the next level in your gameplay. Right now, I assume that I'm getting flanked because I'm 1v4, and I thought I saw somebody die up earlier.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, I did. Scope. Shoot him once or twice. Don't really want to peek a scope at that range. I feel like I'm gonna get pushed. Grenade. Try to get the scope here. I'm gonna have to deagle him. Waiting for the headshot. Looking at the radar, I know he's gonna go there.
I got one.
Got that kill. They're calling me a hacker, Oh, behind me I heard him.
Enemy down.
But, it's all about sound and just game sense. I'm recording. But anyway, all that was I guess I wasn't talking about it while I was playing. All I was using was that concept I was talking about, slicing the pie. That way there's no way, they can be in an area without my cross. Sorry about that. My mic started bugging out there. So I had to restart the recording, and yeah, like I said, sorry about that. But basically, all that I did there to win that round, that clutch, I used this concept that I'm showing you right now, crosshair placement, Obviously, I know that there's nobody here because my teammates are here, but you want to keep your crosshair on where they could be, and I just use sound, a little bit of game sense. Like I said, I figured they'd be flanking me. I just kind of knew. And I use some sound, crosshair placement. Simple. 1 HP. See? Crosshair placement right there. I had no idea the guy was there. But it looks like I'm pre-firing, doesn't it? It looks like I'm pre-firing him. Like, that's the power of crosshair placement, is I can basically shoot somebody in the head right as I see them, as if I knew that they were there, even if I didn't. Crosshair placement's very important. It's almost as important as important, I guess. It especially is useful in competitive play. Most people do it to some extent without realizing, but a lot of people have some bad habits of crosshair placement. You might want to look up some videos on it, but like putting the crosshair through the wall instead of keeping it on the corner. I'm gonna rush up here. I'm expecting at least one person to rush me right there. 2 headshots, get out of there, stay alive and move. Figure they're probably some going top as well, because I only got the guys that were going bottom. Scope saw me, but I know there's a scope down there now. Plus a nade. Plus another nade here. That was a bad nade, I think. Oh! Trying to knife it at once. But got the kill. Now the scope, I know the scope never died, so he's still down here somewhere. That was... As you notice, I'm trying to jump. Well, I got reported, I think, by X. Yeah, got top right. But the reason why I jumped is, as a point man, I don't really have any loss of recoil or worse recoil if I jump or run or whatever I want to do. So I try to jump like that because I thought, like I said, the scope might still be there. So I figured if somebody's there, I could jump and try to get their aim off. But unfortunately, that guy was just camping, pre-aiming me, and he got me pretty good. Yes. Yeah, you see, like even this high rank guy, right? 14-6. He obviously knows what he's doing. He's not a noob. He's 14-6 against people in pub. He's got a high rank, and even he says it looks like I'm hacking. Just because it's crosshair placement technique and sounding and game sense. And as you can see, my sound's not even all the way up. I'm not even really trying. And this kind of stuff, that's how much you can boost your game level. You can be, it just makes the game a lot easier. You don't even have to try and get much better than you were before. Just simply because you're applying the technique of pre-aiming, basically. But pre-aiming to a better extent. I heard somebody somewhere around there. Yeah,
Сопротивление
I'm not
противника
really sure
сломлено.
how. It sounds on 0.05, I mean. So there's a guy behind me, there's a guy behind me there. I'm gonna try to go around here and work a flank. I'm not really sure about this map, but oh, my teammate's already there. That was bad. Well, it looks like we're all here, they were all there, so they'll probably end up going one. They'll probably fall from the top. Most of my teammates are on top. But they were in mid. If they were in mid, I'm gonna work a flank because they'll probably be trying to come through here. No? Keeping the crosshair placement.
Противник уничтожен.
Pick up a scope because I can't help myself, you know.
Enemy down! Got
Expecting them
one!
there.
Уже иду.
Один есть!
One around nice.
Молодец!
Rush something here.
Пошел, пошел, пошел!
I went this way last round, didn't I? Why did I go the same way twice? But I'll come out this door, which is kind of like a slow rush because I'm going smart
Граната
Tried
противника.
to avoid the shot there, but actually ended up walking more into it.
Бросаю гранату. Впереди.
Kind of lagging, like I said, I'm on
Бросаю гранату. Граната противника.
so. But that door is gonna close. I figure I'll try to knife this. I hear the scope shooting up ahead, but once again, there's another enemy here. This seems to be a very, you know, high population area or whatever. His FG is just stronger than my MP7 at that range at that point. There's nothing I can really do. Probably shouldn't have peeked him again. Already saw him once. It was a bad decision. I'm just not used to the map, honestly. But let's see what happens here. That Zorby guy, he's half HP and looks like he got shot up a little bit more. I think this guy's a good sniper, so probably get him. Oh no, you miss. No man, get him. You're good. You're good. Come on, you can hit him. Yeah, you're good.
Сопротивление противника сломлено.
Не могу!
He just had a few missed shots. That's
Не могу!
alright. I'm gonna try to rush this way. Now I thought about it, you know, last round that was a bad rush, bad example, terrible example of rush. That's what is a bad rush. Was last round. And right now, I'm just trying to keep my crosshair placement. Watch out, shoot him up. I don't want to peek him. He knows his scope. Watch where he fallbacks to. He's watching me. He's expecting me to come out of here, and I want to give him what he expects, you know. I guess I don't know how this map works, but I guess I can come around here through.
Впереди, враг!
I heard him. Got him up a few
Противник
times.
уничтожен.
Gotta know that scope's somewhere around here.
Мы их
There.
прикончили.
Gonna travel under, work a flank somewhere. Okay. Looks like they're heading towards one. I'm gonna reload here. Before I get towards any enemies. See my enemies getting shot up here. My teammate enemy. Oh, I saw that guy. He saw me, I think. I didn't. I was expecting him behind the C4 planning area. Oh, but no, it didn't work out that way. I guess that was some bad choice by me. Bad expectation. So last round, there was a guy up here. I'm gonna throw a nade over it. Try to get a peek, just get an idea. I guess that white smoke means there's somebody there.
Противник
That
уничтожен.
kill. Fall back. There's reload. Try to look out for more enemies around here. Jump. Jump. I'm gonna go towards one. Looks like that's where the action's going. Looks like the bottom, I think. The rest of these guys are scopes. I'm guessing, you know, they're probably playing back. Yeah, like where I just got shot from. So I just wanna
Бросаю. Противник
take them
уничтожен.
out.
Не могу!
like they planned it at the site, 1 versus 3 or 5, 6. But this site's kind of hard to walk into, I think.
Мы их прикончили.
As you can see, I sliced the pie. Probably looked like I just aimbotted him, but I just walked in there and I don't know, reaction. But yeah, he was right where I was when I turned the corner, so. That was the first game. I think I'm gonna do another one. Video might be kind of long. Sorry about my mic going out earlier. Might happen again. Hopefully not though. Oh, I got kicked. I got reported by both these guys. Why kick me? What room is that? Zorby was the host. I guess a lot of people thought I was hacking. It's unfortunate. Not another good room. I'll go back to North American's channel. Maybe I can get a non-laggy gameplay this time. Melee or kick? Nope. 1 minute. Try and get in a room that has. Oh, this guy's got a forest. He probably hacks or something. They're probably gonna kick me because they're a clan. You know. I really hate when clans make rooms like this though, where it's not passworded, and then they kick people like me who come in for their clan mates. Because it's like, if you're gonna make a room with your clan and you don't want non-people in it, oh, it looks like they're not gonna kick me. But anyway, if you make a clan room in Match Channel and you want to play with your friends or whatever, and you're gonna kick anybody that joins, yeah, like they just kicked them. Why didn't you just make a passworded room in the beginning anyway, and get all your friends in there, then invite the random 1 or 2 people that you need to start? Like, why do you make a room and then just keep kicking people? It's a waste of their time, it's a waste of your time, it's all good. But anyway, this room seems like they're actually trying to play with me, so guess I'm not that mad. Hopefully we get a team. Oh. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell that guy, you know, it's gonna be on YouTube. Looks like we got a normal team here. Hopefully that Weezox guy doesn't hack. Looks like these guys are probably bad in the enemy team. I don't want to sound like that, but you know, to me, most people in AV are bad because I don't know basic things like this slice of pie. If you know this stuff, it just makes the game really easy. It can help you lots. So I like cannon as a pointman, you know. I don't really have the pointman skills yet, but I still like playing really aggressively, and this map really lets me use my pointman to the fullest. I don't know who Anyway, I'm gonna do a 1 rush. Slicing the pie, waiting for somebody, jumping around the edge here.
Roger.
Checking all my bases. Yeah, nobody was at 1. Oh, 4 people on the base. Come on, pros. And like I said, these guys aren't very good at all. I'm guessing, with the scope, I'm guessing this guy's somewhere around 2. You know. But, you know, as I said, I sliced the pie with the scope, got that easy shot off the tank, pulled out the deagle, bam, that was that. I'm gonna head towards 2. I noticed last round they were really slow getting out of spawn, so I'm wondering if that's gonna be the case again, we'll see. Jump around the corner, slice the pie,
Good job.
around the corner. I hear them in base again, so I think, indeed, there are some people.
Enemy down!
I see 2 in the connector. Looks like an easy kill. Turned out to be a kill, but I got shot in the back. So this game's gonna be really easy. I might actually record like a few games, 5 or 6 maybe. I don't know if that's gonna be too long of a video, but I figure, you know, the more the better. You don't really have to watch all of this. if you've watched this much, I congratulate you. But I don't know. For those interested, I guess. I'm gonna rush from the connector here to the other connector. That going the wrong way. Very often is the case. Try to work our flank on somebody that might have pushed the gen. Doesn't look like there is anybody because we got a guy coming from that side. So I'm gonna slice the pie again. Slice the pie. Slice the pie. Come back. Slice the pie. I heard
Thank you.
I missed. I'm bad. Okay. Now, I don't want to go
Good
do the
job.
same thing again. I'm going to rush one this time. Slice the pie. Maybe slice the pie. One's here. Didn't even send it first towards one. Slice the pie. Now I'll flank this guy. Same guy as I got last round.
Enemy down.
Last person. Oh, I thought the guy in our base, but I guess this guy just tanked a
On my
headshot
way.
in those bullets. So, but as you might have noticed, I killed that Pastilla guy. I mean, I didn't really hear him because my sound was really low. I didn't really see him. How did I know? It was a combination of guess maybe I heard him a little bit with sound, but also game sense. I mean, I killed a guy in the connector, then I killed a guy running away from the connector, right? So that means there's nobody behind me, and there was nobody in front of me towards where, you know, the gen where New Pain is. So I know those two directions are clear, behind me, in front of me. Now the only direction left was to my left where that guy was. So of course that's where I was going to look, you know? Unless there's some other reason, like I knew the enemy was somewhere else or sound, but I didn't really know, so I just looked to my left and boom, there he was. Even without sound, that was an easy kill. I died to Michelle, like I said, didn't register, or he tanked a lot, and
Fire in the
my
hole.
teammate killed my own teammate at our base, and I sounded like, you know, an enemy was there, but no.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
This guy's really dragging the round on just plant the bomb, you know, this guy's not very good. Got to see the corner of him. It's pretty common when, like, you know how Michelle's 1 HP? It's pretty common for the other person with full HP to lose because they either get flustered knowing with the 1 HP, or in this case he doesn't know, but he's sniping, and snipers, in a 1v1 situation, if the enemy's 1 HP, a lot of times snipers will be the ones to lose because they, you know, they don't hit their shot. It's sort of like snipers are gonna win or lose depending on the shot, whether or not the person's 1 HP. And so, even the fact that Michelle's 1 HP, it just doesn't matter in this case. And he's gonna run out of time to plant the bomb, but he has to go for the kill. Michelle would have done better by not peeking at all then, just running back to his base. But, you know, New Pain was also looking at the site for no reason. That was a big mistake, and yeah, lost because of it. I'm gonna rush. Whenever I rush in here, you always want to be aiming like that. That way if they do walk in, easy kill. I'm looking at the connector, boom, nobody there. Firing at level.
Enemy
Boom.
down.
I don't want to peek that scope again. Boom. And that's how easy it is. I mean, I looked at the connector, was slicing the pie, started to look away, saw him out the corner of my eye, switched back, aimed at head level, pre-fired, got a headshot,
Charge.
I mean reloaded, got another headshot, same thing. Right? Very simple.
Roger.
Same
Got
thing.
one.
Slice the pie, saw out the corner of my eye. I hear a guy throwing nades in mid, so he's ready.
Got one!
Enemy
This
down.
way. I'm just to determine they're not in 2, so they must be towards 1. This guy is probably coming out. Look, got called a UAV again because I'm using this game sense and slicing the pie method. I know that this guy's probably back here because I figured he was either coming from base or there. Because we were in the connector and they were in 2, so he had to be coming here or there. I don't hack. As you can see, lieutenant level players calling hacks me once again, just like last game with the major rank. Guys, it's really simple to be good at this game, in any game really. Slicing the pie, again.
Впереди
Tanks, a
сопротивление
lot of
противника
times, you guys
сломлено.
eventually. Golding's telling them how it is, but looks like they're gonna take a long time pushing over this. Okay, I should have sliced the pie. I should have sliced the pie. But I was just thinking, I assumed that they were pushing too because they killed a guy there earlier. And so I wasn't really worried about checking that corner because I was focused on talking and flanking. If I'm gonna slice the pie that way, that's what I notice. And so I guess that's just a good example of how slicing the pie like I know it, but if you don't apply it, it's no good, right?
Бросаю гранату.
Even if I check that corner, even if I'm flanking, there's nothing to be lost by checking that corner. I should have just done it, but I just really I thought that they were going to be pushing too. But that's okay, so we ended up losing that round. I spawned towards one. I'm going to head towards one. I don't have point me skills, so even this guy can like outspeed me. I'm aiming at head level. Notice aiming at his or her head or whatever. Following them right here, I notice they're on radar. I'm gonna pull in, dodge that nade. My teammate gets hit by got a nade kill. Throw a nade at anybody AFK. Smoke off the scope, wait for it to land, boom, it's up, I'm out. Okay, two scopes. I'm gonna try to check this corner in the mid. Okay, if that's clear, then I assume. Oh, I got killed. But I knew that they were gonna be there. They were there last round, so I figure I can just slice the pie like that, but it didn't work out very well. Wasn't the best angle. New Pain is calling back something in support. I'm not really sure. Probably. Oh, you got a Corvus. How does he have a Corvus? How? It must be one of the guys on our team had a Corvus. They have 4 scopes now. This is going to be really annoying. All of a sudden, this game is getting close. They better start focusing a little bit more. But at 4 scopes, you don't want to really be stupid and pick scopes. But you should be afraid to pick scopes in situations like this. Because it's on radar now. And gotta reload here. I know he's on my right. Avoiding his shots, spraying, got the headshot eventually, kind of. But my teammate was really getting my way there. Try to jump across and avoid that scope. Throwing a smoke, getting across, picking up the scope. Gonna scope my scope. Looking for the red name through the crosshair. Hard situation for Marine because for him, you know, he kind of knows that I have to be coming through. Slice the pie on him right there. But he knew I was coming through the door, so he could have got the red crosshair on me easier. Ex-Brazilian has cheated the MP7. I don't know how I can cheat an MP7, but... Oh, I missed. Almost missed shots. But anyway. As you can tell, I sliced the pie. He thinks I hack once again. But that last one really made me mad because, you know, I got that nice shot with the PGM being tanked, and then I missed all my deagle shots. I'm really not sure how I missed those shots, but once again, I'm going to rush at one, try to aim it around head level. Got my crosshair right on that corner. Slicing the pie. Got him the 1 HP. But, I didn't really get the kill there. I think it just came down to the fact that, you know, he had his crosshair right on me, he had a rifle, he probably shot the first shot, and that's all there was to that. That's that. So this guy's on radar. What they should be doing now is, yep, nice. You can see he sliced the pie there, knew he was there by radar, and easily picked him off. That's all there is to it. I mean, radar slicing the pie sound.